We all have a story of how we see ourselves and how we see our future. It comes from how we were raised and what people have said, our successes and failures. For some people, their story is negative. I've been hurt too much. I can't love again. My family's at a disadvantage. I'll never be successful. I have big dreams, but I don't have the talent, the experience. You know what's stopping you? Your story. You're being limited by what you're telling yourself, what you believe about yourself, how you see your circumstances. The story that you've written will override what anyone else says. It's even more powerful than the facts. You can be incredibly gifted. You have a great personality. But if you tell yourself that you're average, you don't have much to offer, your gifts won't come out like they should. Is the story you're telling yourself keeping you from rising higher? Why don't you tell yourself a new story? The scripture says God is the author and finisher of your faith. He's the author. Psalm 139 says, all of your days were written before you were born. God has already written your story. The key is to get your story in line with His story. God says His plans for you are for good, to give you a future and a hope. He calls you a masterpiece, valuable, victorious, an overcomer. He said what was meant for harm, He's turning to your advantage. Now, you may have been through bad breaks, things that are not fair. The enemy would love to author your story. He would love to rewrite what God says about you. You need to take that pen back, cross out all those lies, and tell yourself a new story. God says He has beauty for those ashes, that He will pay you back for the wrongs. You wouldn't be alive unless He had something awesome in front of you. Don't let circumstances, what didn't work out, what you don't think you have, convince you to live with the wrong story. Your story is setting the limits for your life. Now quit telling yourself that you'll never be successful, never get out of debt, never meet the right person. Tell yourself a new story. I'm made in the image of God. I'm crowned with favor. I'm a masterpiece. There is greatness in me. Whatever I touch prospers and succeeds. Blessings are chasing me down. My latter days will be better than my former days. That's the story God has written about you. Is your story contradicting His story? Have you let people, circumstances, doubt, negativity rewrite your story? Don't let someone else become the author. Take that pen back and tell yourself a new story. When my father went to be with the Lord, I knew I was supposed to step up and pastor the church. The problem was the wrong story was playing in my mind. I'd told myself for years, I can't get up in front of people. I was too quiet, didn't have the training, the personality. I wouldn't know what to say. All these thoughts said, Joel, look at your father. He was strong, bold, outgoing. He had a lot of experience. No one's going to listen to you. I had to do what I'm asking you to do. I started telling myself a new story. I went back to the one who had written my story, the one who breathed life into me, the one who knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. I said, God, I'm going to let you be the author of my story. I'm going to believe that I'm strong in the Lord and the power of your might. I believe I can do all things through Christ, that I'm equipped, empowered, and anointed. Lord, thank you that my gifts will come out to the full, that you've raised me up for such a time as this. When you get your story in line with what God says, things will happen that you couldn't make happen. I wouldn't be up here today if I had not told myself a new story. If I'd let that fear, intimidation, insecurity keep playing. Don't let the wrong story keep you from your greatness. I hope you enjoyed watching this clip. You can watch the full message here on our YouTube channel. We'd love to hear your prayer requests and how the ministry has impacted your life. You can leave a comment below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay inspired all throughout the week. We'll see you next time.